Good morning, dear students. We started with new chapter, that is emerging modes of business. Today we are going to discuss about steps in online transactions in this lesson. Dear students, I hope you all have experienced online transactions for buying any product. So we are just going to discuss steps in that. Number one is registration. So before online shopping, one has to register with the online vendor by filling up a registration form. Now this registration means that you have an account with the online vendor. Among various details that need to be filled in is a password, as a selection relating to your account and shopping carts are the password protected. So otherwise anyone can log in and they can buy the products on your name and you will be in a trouble. Then first is registration, then number two is placing an order. So after registration you will explore the goods. Okay, then you can pick and drop the items in the shopping cart. Shopping cart is an online record of what you have picked up while browsing the online store. Just as in physical store, you can put it and take items out of your cart. Likewise, you can do so even while shopping online also. After being sure of what you want to buy, you can check out and choose your payment options. Means first of all, you will explore all the goods which you like, you can put it in the cart, and at the end, whatever you want to buy, you can keep them in the cart and others you can remove. After registration and placing the order, third major step is the payment mechanism. Just I want to tell you that, for example, you are offering online products, then it is compulsory for you to offer online ways to do the payment also. So there are various ways to do the payment. Few of them we are going to discuss. Number one, you are very much aware of that is cash on delivery. As it is clear from the name, payment for the goods order online may be made in cash at the time of physical delivery of the goods. Number two is a check. Alternately, the online vendor may arrange for the pickup of the check from the customer's end upon realization the delivery of goods may be made. So cash on delivery and check. Then we have another ways also. We can also do the payment using net banking transfer. So modern banks provide to the customer the facility of electronic transfer of funds over the net. In this case, therefore, the buyer may transfer the amount for the agreed price of the transaction to the account of the online vendor. Means we can directly transfer money from our account to their account. Then another option we have using credit and debit cards. Popularly these cards are known as plastic money. So you can fill the details of these cards in the website where you are buying the products. The amount due from the card holder to the online seller is assumed by the card issuing bank, who later transfer the amount involved in the transaction to the credit of the seller. Buyer's account is debited and creditor's account is credited. You have to fill all the information about debit and credit card while doing the payment, but make sure that you are not disclosing this information to anyone. Otherwise, anyone can cheat you and use your debit and credit card. We can also use the option of digital cash. This is a form of electronic currency that exists only in cyberspace. This type of currency has no real physical property but offers the ability to use real currency in an electronic format. First you need to pay to the bank via check, draft, or means first of all you will pay to the bank and bank will keep your money in the digital form on internet. So whenever you want to buy any product, you can take the money from that digital form and then you can transfer. Then the bank deals in e-cash, will send you a specific software you can download on your hard disk or on your mobile also. You may then use a digital fund to make purchase over the web. This type of payment system hopes to resolve the security problems related to the use of credit and credit card or the debit card also, because in credit and debit card there is no limit now. Whatever money you have, they can transfer the money, means there are chances of fraud. But in digital cash you can keep the money whichever you want to keep. For example, I want to keep 10,000 as digital cash, so maximum of 10,000 can be taken out from that money. Okay, so this is safest than debit and credit card. That's all for today. Next topics we will be doing in a live lecture. Thank you.